guys, welcome back to your third lesson of Omonogenis. I hope the first two have gone really well. If you have any issues, please do get in contact with me and I'll be more than happy to help if you have any issues. And if you just want to send me recordings to check, I'm always happy to do so. But I'm not going to take up much of your time. Let's go into lesson 3. Okay, so it's identical to the last verse, which is the first verse. You have atreptos, okay? I'm not going to go through the words a lot because by the time we come to do the hymn, sing the hymn itself, you might forget the words. So we'll save time on that and we'll just get straight into it. So the words in English are, who without change became man and was crucified, Christ God, who trampled down death by death, one of the Holy Trinity, who is glorified with the Father and the Holy Spirit, save us. Sorry. So, remember last lesson I said the first word has the same tune, okay? So this time I want you just to listen to know where the pronunciations change, okay? So the first word's atreptos. Now don't actually saying it like that, how I pronounce the t. I'm just trying to stress it out so you know where you pronounce. I'm going to do it again and then continue. So I'm going to say both atreptoses. Easy, okay, because if you've learned agios from the previous lesson, you'd know how to sing this one, okay? So if you want to rewind just to know where you're pronouncing the letters, go for it. If not, we can proceed. So atereptos, and then the next word's a bit difficult. Ena neth ropisas. Ena neth ropisas, okay? Atereptos. Once you'll be able to pronounce it, okay, you'll actually enjoy singing it. Again. Last time. O Stavrothi, O Stavrothi, O Stavrothi, Iste Echriste. Okay, it's exactly the same. Iste Echriste. Iste Echriste. The next part. O Theos. O Theos. O Theos. Let's combine them all together. Atreptos en anthropisas o stavrothi iste echriste o theos. Again. Atreptos en anthropisas o stavrothi iste echriste o theos. Thanato, thanaton. Thanato, thanaton. Thanato, thanaton. Thanato, thanaton. Last time. Thanato, thanaton. Okay, we're not going to conclude the on, okay? No, so we are. Thanato, thanaton, patisas ison. Patisas ison. Let's do the on. Patisas ison. Last time. Patisas ison. Tisagias etere eados. Patisas ison. Tisagias etere eados. Tisagias etere eados. Last time. Tisagias etere eados. From the top of that verse. Atreptos en anthropisas o stavrothi iste echriste o theos. Thanato, thanaton, patisas ison. Tisagias etere eados. Next part. Syndoxazo omenos. Syndoxazo omenos. Again. Syndoxazo omenos. Apologies. Last time. Syndoxazo omenos. To pateri keto. That's the next part. To pateri keto. To pateri keto. Ageo. 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 To pateri keto. Ageo. Next part. En never mati soni. Em never mati so soni. Em never mati so soni. Last time? Well, actually, let's take it from Do Patri. Do Patri keto akeyo. Em never mati so soni. Hey guys, I know this is a bit weird that I'm stopping this video and recording another video, but I realized that I made a big mistake and I could not release the video without fixing this mistake. So bear with me. So the bit I made the mistake in is so son imas, okay? So it is like this, in fact. Em never mati so soni. That part so far is correct. It's the next part. It is meant to be like this. Again. And then the rest is the normal concluding part. So altogether it will be Em never mati so soni. Now let's go through the whole hymn with the adjusted bit that I've just fixed. Altereptos en anthropisas o stavrothi iste echriste o theos thanaton patisasison tisagia setere eanos sindoxazo omenos to patri keto ageio em mati so soni And that's the second verse. Now, there's not long to go, so I might finish it all in this one lesson, and maybe the next lesson I'll teach you the Arabic as well, okay? So easy. It's such an easy hymn, and it's so beautiful, and that's why I thought it would be beneficial for you guys, okay? So, agios, we've got long. You can actually do all three agioses. So we've got 3 verses of agios. You could do all 3 of them long. But for time's sake, because there's a lot of other hymns, okay, what tends to happen, especially in my church, we only say the first one long, okay? So, agios, only at the end. Agios o theos, easy. Agios o theos, last time. Agios o theos. Next part. O the masane. So 2 has a 10 in the O. O the masane ethropos. We'll go through that again. Agios o theos, o the masane ethropos. Geronos atereptos. That was the next part. Geronos atereptos. Geronos. Sorry. Geronos atereptos. Kemina. So 4 on the 4th one. Kemina asteos. And that's the first agios. Very short. Keronos atereptos. Kemina asteos. Let's go through that again. Agios o theos, o the masane ethropos. Geronos atereptos. Kemina asteos. Good. If you haven't perfected it, just pause the video there and practice the previous parts. Move on if you're ready. Next, agios. Agios eschiros. So if we had agios or theos, then now it's agios eschiros. Have a guess what the last one is. Agios eschiros. O enastenia tu ipe. Let's practice that. O enastenia tu ipe. Again. O enastenia tu ipe. Erechon. So I forgot to go through the English of the Holies. Holy God, who being God for our sake became man without change. Holy Mighty, who by weakness showed forth what is greater than power. Holy Immortal, who was crucified for our sake and endured death in his flesh, the eternal and immortal. O Holy Trinity, have mercy on us. Simple as that. Agios ischiros o enastheniato ipe erechon. One more time before we move on. Agios ischiros o enastheniato ipe erechon. Next part. Tis ischiros, tis ischiros, tis ischiros. Last time. Tis ischiros. The next part. Epidexa amenos. Epidexa amenos. Them two together. Tis ischiros epidexa amenos. The whole verse together. Agios ischiros. Oops. Agios ischiros o enastheniato ipe erechon. Tis ischiros epidexa amenos. That's the second agios. We'll go into the last one, and that'll be the end of the hymn. Honestly, it's that easy. Okay, they're all quick. Well, most hymns seem long and daunting, but once you start tackling them one by one, it's not that bad, trust me. I'm going through the same at the moment. There's some long hymns that I'm learning, but once I'm listening and learning, I break them down in my head, or if it's a good teacher, he'll break them down for me, and then it makes it easier for me to learn. Agios athanatos. So this one, different to the other two agios. If you had first Agios o theos, Agios ischiros, Agios athanatos, just because them two are a little bit more meatier than Agios o theos, Agios ischiros. So it needs to be just constant. Agios athanatos. One more time and we'll move on. Agios athanatos o estavrothi is dimas, o estavrothi is dimas. Okay, practice that. Agios athanatos o estavrothi is dimas. The next part. Oton dia stavro, Oton dia stavro, Oton dia stavro. Last time. Oton dia stavro, Thanaton ipominas. So, Oton dia stavro, Thanaton θάνατον, ότον δεia σταυρό θάνατον υπομείνας. One more time. Ότον δεia σταυρό θάνατον υπομείνας. Σάρκη και δείξασος, σάρκη και δείξασος, σάρκη και δείξασος. Last time. Σάρκη και δείξασος, κένθα άνατο, κένθα άνατο, σάρκη και δείξασος, κένθα άνατο. Now listen to the conclusion. The whole thing is the conclusion. Okay? Γεγονός υπάρχεις αθάνατος αγιατρίας. Okay? It's going to be hard for me to break that down because they're all, it's continuing, it's not stopping. Γεγονός υπάρχεις αθάνατος αγιατρίας. A couple more times. Γεγονός υπάρχεις αθάνατος αγιατρίας. Last time. Γεγονός υπάρχεις αθάνατος αγιατρίας. Conclusion. So I realized I've done the same mistake again as the first one, and I'm back again to fix that mistake. So the conclusion, αγιατρίας ελέησο on It's exactly the same as sos on imas. I'll say it one more time and then I'll summarize that verse. Αγιατρίας ελέησο on imas. Let's summarize that verse. Agios athanatos o estavroti is dimas oton theia stavro thanaton epominas sarkike dixasos κένθα άνατο γεγονός υπάρχεις αθάνατος αγιατρίας ελέησο on imas. And that's Omonogenis for you. That's the whole hymn. Very, very easy. Okay. I think I'm going to do the Arabic next. Not 100% sure, but let's just say we are. Okay. I hope you found this lesson beneficial. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I think it's early enough to fit in maybe another Holy Week hymn. I was debating do something Lent, but I think it makes sense to do more Holy Week. If you have any requests, please throw them at me and I'll be more than happy to listen to you.